All right, so I'm going to do my third and final game of the day for the tournament. This was the time I was up against Khorne Demons. Um, the Khorne Demons had just come off of a huge win in their last game, so I, I was thinking it's going to be a tough game. If they get to me quickly and I can't fight them off, I'm probably in quite a bit of trouble. That was my thinking going into it. Let's go through the lists. So if you've seen my previous two, you'll know my list, but here it is. I'll just leave this on the screen for a minute. You can go through it quickly. Um, Here's the army. I'll go through the army again at the end. I'll review what I think did well, what I think didn't do well. So stay around for the end of the video for that. Here is the Demons of Khorne list. I think I'm 99% sure this was the list. I didn't manage to pull a list off the BCP, um, but from everything he told me and everything that happened during the game, this is, like I said, I'm 99% sure this is what it was. So it was Bloodthirster. The demonic robes that he's got means he can't be wounded on better than a 2-up, so it's always you can never wound him on a 2-up, sorry. So 3-up is the best you can wound him on. So that does affect me because it affects my grudge throwers and my Trollhammer torpedoes hitting because he's toughness 6, I believe. The Demon Prince didn't have anything special. He doesn't have battle magic. He's not a wizard. Obviously, he's a Khorne demon. I'm not sure why that's on there. 16 blood letters, 4 command, 5 flesh hounds. Flesh hounds are surprisingly tanky little units because they've got 2 wounds each, so I was impressed by them. And then he's got 2 units of blood crushers of Khorne. I think one of them had musician, one of them didn't. They both got champions though. Very fast, very obviously very melee orientated army. I thought they all had frenzy. They don't. Apparently they've just got impetuous. So weird. All right, so we're going to deployment. It was just I can't remember the first mission. What's it called? Like open battle, I think it is. Just 12 inches in, deploy straight across from each other. Super easy. So here's the deployment. He's got his flesh hounds here, bloodletters. The demon prince is here behind this rock, and here's the blood crusher, bloodthirster, big blood guy, and then he got 2 units of blood crushers. I'm going to get them all mixed up all the time because it's bloodletters, blood crushers, bloodthirster, bloodhounds, warhound. I don't know what they call it. Anyway, this is his deployment. And yeah, here's his demon prince and his bloodthirster behind this rock. He put them here in case I went first, I think, because he didn't want to get them shot at. My deployment, I just castled in a corner, turtled up, hope for the best. Hope that he doesn't get to me too quickly. This way I can at least avoid the blood letters and blood crushers on that far flank for at least a turn before they get to me, maybe 2 turns before they get to me. That was my thinking. Get my iron drakes out front. These iron drakes are actually up on this hill. Well, they couldn't balance, so I just put them a bit further down. The other unit of iron drakes are over here. And then my unit of quarrelers, 2 grudge throwers. My engineer is hanging out here. And then my 2 block units of fighting things. So his first turn, he just full sent everything forward. This was terrifying because I thought if I can't do enough damage here, this is all going to hit me next turn. All of this stuff over here, and I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. These are, like I said, these are going to be out of the fight, and the other crushers over here are going to be out of the fight because they have to go around this tower. There's a tower in the middle. He had to send them around here because he couldn't wheel to get through here, so he decided to send them around. He thought it would be quicker to go around it. So going in, this was his first turn. Ended first turn here. Didn't do any damage. Got no magic. Got no shooting. Going into my first turn then. So my first turn, I like I said, I thought I've got to focus fire. I've got to really try and bring down something that I've got to kill at least one of these units. Because if I don't, then I mean I'm probably in trouble anyway. If I can kill one of these units, This is ideally what I want to be killing. Or this, probably. I'm not too worried about these, because I think I can hold against this. That shouldn't be a problem. If it charges into me here, they can stand and shoot, and then they've got a 4 armor save, so they're probably going to be okay. If they hit each of these two units, they're dead. So I imagine this is what he's going to go for. Um, so my first turn, like I said, these guys move around the tower. Bit of a spoiler here. So as you can see, I opened up. I just my grudge throwers weren't in range; they were too close. So you can see that they shot at these. I think I did 1 wound, maybe, to these guys. Um, Everything else. So 2 squads of Iron Drakes, all my Quarrelers um, shot at the Bloodthirster, and I managed to take him down. I think maybe one of my grudge throwers fired at these, killed one of these. Maybe the Cinderblast bombs from here as well. I chucked and did some wounds here with these guys. But I thought I'll turn these guys around to face this, because these guys are going to take another turn to get to me at least. We've only got movement 4 or 5, I think, so they're not going to make it. I don't think. I think this charge was maybe too big, or it was like a 6 they needed. Um, so I'm still in the front arc. So if they make it, great. If not, no big deal. And these guys over here are never going to make it. Not for another 2 turns, because it gives me time to turn back around. So you can see he's measuring his charges. So he declared charges with everything. He put these guys into my Iron Drakes. He put these guys into this squad of Iron Drakes. And he put his Demon Prince into my Quarrelers. This Demon Prince was, I can't remember what his movement is. I think it's moving 9. I think he was over his, it was like 9, just 10 inches away from these. So they could stand and shoot at him. So he charged the Quarrelers. So I stood and shot with everything. Iron Drake standing and shooting is so good. With the Cinderblast bombs and then the quick to fire Drake guns, brutal, as you're about to see. I said to him at this point, I was like, you're going to make contact here, and if my standing and shooting doesn't go well, I've probably lost the game. Because you're going to kill these, you'll kill these, maybe kill them, but then these will overrun, to them. You kill him in my turn, overrun, kills it behind it, and then I've got these 2 slow blocks that I can't do anything with. However, if my standing shoot goes well, and I can bounce the charge, I'm probably going to win the game here. So, tragic. Tragedy struck. Charged in. Um, I killed. I think I killed 2. I think I did 6 or 7 wounds on the stand and shoot with 7 Iron Drakes with the Cinderblast bombs. It was brutal. I rolled so well for it, and he failed all of his saves basically. The Demon Prince, I managed to do I think 2 wounds on the stand and shoot, and then he charged in, and my Quarreler champion. I like to think it was a Quarreler champion. It might have been one of the other guys in there, but yeah, as you can see, my runesmith is in this unit. So when they were hitting on 6s, wounding on 6s, they were AP4. So that's why I was able to kill the Bloodthirster in the first turn as well. But yeah, my Quarreler champion, I like to think, finished him off. Finished off the Demon Prince. So this is my... Sorry, they must have bounced, and then I finished this unit off with my Iron Drakes, and then I did some shooting here, and I turned these guys around. So this is my turn 2. I turned these guys around to face the oncoming threat. I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm not going to need it over here. So then in my turn 2, Quarrelers, the Grudge Throwers, I think fired at these 2. I think I left 1 dog alive in my turn 2, actually. So his turn 3, he moved these guys up, charged in. Yeah, so he charged in, and you can see he's killed, what, how many did I lose? So I lost quite a lot of dwarves. I lost 5 uh, dwarf warriors then. But my static combat was just high enough that I didn't run away, I didn't break or anything, and I think I just bounced 2 inches back. I charged into my Iron Drakes, and they won combat and bounced him backwards. This guy charged in. I don't think anything happened when we bounced. Um, so this must have been my turn. Turn is this turn three? I think I just shot this to death. I think maybe I shot them as well to death. Um, oh, I think that's the last one. Yeah. So then this combat happened, and I don't think he did any more wounds to me. Yeah, he didn't do any more wounds to me. And I decided to use my great weapons, and I did some damage to him. So I won combat by because I've got a battle standard bearer, a standard bearer, war banner. I had a rank, close order. I think I did a couple of wounds to him as well. So I won combat by quite a bit. And then he rolled double six for his leadership, which he said it means that the unit just died. It just pops. I think I'm not 100% sure on that, but he said the unit just disappears. It's like a demon rule or something apparently. So yeah, that's how it ended. Turn three. I turned three, he turned three. The battle was about 20, 25 minutes long, if that. It was really fast. It was a good last battle of the day. And then I got to just spend the rest of the time looking around the rest of the battles, watching everyone else. Nice relaxing end to the day. Okay, so 3 wins. It was only a 1 day tournament, so there was 20 players, which means there's probably 2 or 3 people who've also got 3 wins. So 2 or 3 people total, including myself, which means I've got at least a top 3. I was thinking, so that was good. So I was eagerly watching the other games because my game finished so early. Um, I ended up coming second, so good victory for the dwarfs. Second place, no losses, really good. Really happy with that for my first outing with the dwarfs. And I got a £20 gift voucher. Not sure what I'm going to buy with that, but probably some basing materials, grass tufts and stuff because I'm obsessed. But yeah, overall the game the tournament was really well run. I'll just go back to my army. It was a really well run tournament. Um, round timings were good. I think they were 2:45, 2.5 hours for 1,500 points. I got all my games finished in that time, so that was good. The venue was nice. It was free tea and coffee. Uh, yeah, and there was a bunch of prizes: first, second, third, best sportsman, best painted. Um, I didn't actually put my army out for best painted because uh, I think I was in a rush to go and get lunch, so I forgot to do that. So I didn't get any votes for it, simply because I didn't put it out. I think maybe if I'd put it out, I maybe got 1 or 2. Um, the next time I go to, I'll make sure I take pictures of the best painted nominees. Um, I can show you them then. Yeah, I think I was my the Iron Drakes. So if going through the list and if I would change anything going forward in future, 1,500 points. There are some other things. The Grudge Throwers. The Grudge Throwers. So I think 3 games, both of them were alive for most of those games, shooting almost every turn. So we'll say I got on average 4 shots per Grudge Thrower per game. So over 3 games, that's what, 12, 24 shots. I didn't roll a single hit, not a single hit on my scatter dice. Um, so I'm not really sure if they're good or not. I'm not sure if they're worth the points or not because I just didn't roll a single hit. So they will be coming with me to my next tournament, which is a 2,000 point event. Um, the same battle time bearer on shield bearers, really solid unit in the dwarf warriors, just a lot of combat res. They're really tanky, really good, really survivable. Um, dwarf warriors, I underestimate them so much. For 10 points with a shield and a great weapon, weapons go 4, toughness 4. They're so good. Like they are, I would say they are the MVP of the army. Um, they make my opponent like my army looks like on the table when you're fighting it a shooting army, and so my opponent tends to come towards me, but it's actually a melee army with shooting. The Iron Drakes are really the only kind of dedicated shooting unit in the army, apart from the Grudge Throwers, obviously. But even the Quarrelers, their shooting's not that good. They've got no AP unless They roll a 6 because of armor being, but they've got great weapons and shield and heavy armor. And they're usually on a hill, so I usually get +1 for that. Close order, they've got a banner, and I've got a rank there. So like most of the time they're in like three, what's that? Yeah, 3 or 4, just starting off. And then they've got great weapons, and they're usually in a fairly long, like you can see here, like 8 or 9 in a line. So they get a bunch of great weapon attacks back. Um, and then the Warriors got great weapons, and then the Iron Drakes. Iron Breakers are just a really hard to shift little tanky unit because they've got 3 of armor save, rerolling 1s, and then a 6 up against non-magical attacks. Like they're just a good little tanky block. Uh, the Runesmith was a bit underwhelming. I think maybe because I misplayed it. I was never close enough to really get any dispels in, and it's only +1 to dispelling, so I think maybe that's something that would come out of the list in the future, the 1500 points. It's not a huge thing, but I think it would come out. I'm not sure what I would replace it with. But the engineer was good. It gives you that option. If you misfire with one of the good stories, you could just reroll it with him, and then if not, you can give the quarrels or one of the Iron Drakes units reroll 1s to hit. So he's a really good unit actually for nice and cheap as well. Um, yeah, I'd probably take the Runesmith out and maybe increase the Iron Drakes a couple each unit. Um, I think is probably what I would do. Uh, but yeah, if you have any thoughts on, like I said, maybe the grudge throwers aren't worth it. Maybe I would replace them with bolt throwers or something, or cannons. I don't have room for organ guns. Actually, maybe I think the thing that would make sense is to take the runesmith out and put a gyrocopter in. I definitely missed a gyrocopter in the list. I think they are a really good, um, like just a good unit to like for march blocking, just being annoying in the front, and they've got some shooting. They're pretty tough. They do impact. They can go after war machines in the back. They can go after lone characters and stuff like that. So I think I'd probably do that. That's probably a better idea actually. But yeah, if you've got any thoughts on what it is, then just let me know down in the comments. Uh, yeah, suppose like it, do the comments, subscribe if you're still here. Probably not still here. There's probably nobody listening to me at this point except myself, so don't even know why I'm talking. All right, bye.